Alright, hey there YouTube. Decided to make a video. It's been a really long time since I made one. I quit the game for a while, about a year and a half. I'm starting to get really back into it. So I'm going to do a deck on prophecies. There are a few cards I don't have that I want to get a hold of. I think there's just 3 of them, maybe 4. And I'll tell you as I go along. But alright, here we get started. We have 2 High Priestess. I want a 3rd one. This next card would working out pretty well though. She'll do for now until I get a 3rd one. She pops the whole field. She special summon herself, special summon through temperance, life, all that good stuff. So you can usually get her out first or second turn. You get 2,500 beater, if not higher. 1 Sorcerer de Fleur. What's nice about her, I was reading the rulings on her, and if you use Magical Dimension with her, she actually does not miss her timing, and you get to pop a monster and then special summon. Obviously, if there's nothing in the graveyard prior, then oh well. I run 2 of these guys. I was running 3. I found out I was drawing into it too often. I cut down to 2, finding it a little bit more consistent. Drawing what I need a little bit more. I think 2, it's good at 2. Then we'll go over to 2 Breaker. This guy is amazing in this deck. I was playing a game today. I got up to 3,600, and he's just so good. The thing that he does, he gets around Starlight Road, because it's, you know, single targets and everything. He's too good not to run in this deck. Next one is 2 Temperance. 2 is perfect for him. Get your priests out, even your Sorcerer de Fleur. You know, even whenever I get the 3rd priestess, I might put the Sorcerer de Fleur in my side, just because of her effect. She can go maybe against Chaos Dragons or some other thing that runs big monsters. 1 Justice of Prophecy gives you pluses. Add that priestess to your hand if you have a lot of spellbooks in your hand, or add that spellbook that you need. 1 Stoic. He's also extremely good. Get you, either Temperance or Justice of Prophecy. Gives you pluses. Just all around good card too. Next we have Tech this in. 1 Apprentice. You can either put a counter on Breaker, get Magician of Prophecy. Get out if he's destroyed by battle. Yeah, get your Magician, or put a Veiler on the field. You can synchro. He's a really good card. Along with that, we have 2 Veilers. Do a bunch of stupid stuff with her, because she is a tuner now. A lot of people do forget that. See, tuner, kind of blurry there. Yeah, she is a tuner, so do a lot of stupid stuff with her. Next, Tragodia. You get so many pluses in this deck. I have him up 3,600 attack consistently. I had him even higher than that, where I actually had to set some of my spellbooks so I didn't have to discard them because I didn't have my tower or whatever. Alright, on to the spells. We're on. This is, I think, one of the only cards I run is a 3 of right now. Once I get my 3rd priestess, then I'll go to 3. But this card is so good. Just searches out any spellbook you want. Spellbook of Secrets. Next we run 2 Eternity. I've seen a lot of builds where people are running 1. I personally love this card. This is probably one of my favorite spellbooks in this entire deck. The card's just amazing. You get so many ways to set up. I like this card too. An Answer to Thunder King. Thunder King really destroys this deck. So just gain it bonus 1,000. Run over a monster. It works really well on Breaker too. Another card just makes Breaker good. As you can see, I'm having like a little fetish for Breaker right now. Book of Life. 2's good. Level Manipulation. That's where Veiler just becomes stupid in this deck. So I think it's good at 2. For wisdom, I was running 3. Finding out maybe it's a little better at 2. Um, just so you're not actually like drawing into it whenever you need to draw other things. Maybe not clogging up the deck as much. This deck is running a lot in 2s. 1 Star Hall. Star Hall is just, I think it's a good card. Not a ton of people use it. Just I was able to get 5 or 6 counters on it in a single turn today. Just get over that. Again, there aren't many. There's not a ton of cards that counter this, but the cards that do, they counter this thing hard. 2 I can name off. I actually got beat by Dark Worlds last week. Eradicator Virus, I was not expecting it. It wrecked me. He called spells, and I was just, well, I there's nothing I could do. I couldn't draw my sides for it either. 1 Tower, I think it's good at 1. You can recycle it. This card's good. Draw power, engine, and honestly, like, once you get 1 spellbook in there in the grave, play this, because they're going to want to destroy it. That takes your attention away from maybe some of your traps that you have set. Alright, Wonder Wand, another helpful counter to the good old Thunder King that wrecks this deck hard. Gains a 500 attack. Use it with, oh, where'd it go? I've actually used it with him before. You get a +3 out of it. Or use it with a good one, Target Breaker again. There we go, this guy. You search your spellbook with him. Go ahead and use your Wonder Wand and just get over stuff. 1 Magical Dimension. Was trying it at 2 for a while. Drawing it a lot when I didn't have the monsters I wanted, so dropping it down to 1. Again, this works with Sorcerer de Fleur so well. You tribute monster, Sorcerer de Fleur goes off. There's a monster in your opponent's grave or in your grave. You special summon, and then you pop. I mean, it's just, it's so good. And then of course you get your Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Heavy Storm. Alright, I am running 6 traps in this deck. I ran the no trap version. Just getting beat by stupid stuff. Injection Fairy Lily was another one. So I decided, enough of getting rid of that stupid stuff. So I decided to run some traps. I run 1 Compulse. It's just helpful. I love this card. Good against Exceeds, Synchros, Fusions, all that good stuff. 1 Judgment. Judgment's just good. You get yourself 2 Bottomless. Just get around that big stuff that might be summoned. 1 Torrential. Might be putting in a second one. Haven't decided yet. So I just actually rearranged the traps before this, because somebody actually pointed out, why run Solemn Warnings anymore? Because there's no priority in the game anymore, so Bottomless is like a warnings without the cost, excluding a few cards like Stardust. But again, there's a card to beat everything. And I hate, this is one of my pet peeves, is I hate when people say, oh, well, I'm just going to bring this out against you. There is a card to beat every deck out there. Alright, and last but not least, 1 Mirror Force. Alright, I go to my extra deck. Extra deck, I'm missing 2 cards out of this that I want. Maybe 3, I haven't really decided. We'll start with 1 Chimera Tech. Just good against any kind of machine decks that might come about. Gadgets. Somebody said gadgets might come back, so. And then you got your Geargias. Utopia. Gotchi. You got your Stardust. You got your Tempest Magician, your level 6. She is a spellcaster, and with generating spell counters on the Star Hall, this card just gets ridiculous. Just kind of finish off your opponent. The 2 synchros I do want that I am missing are Catastor and Arcanite Magician. Arcanite Magician is going to be really good in this. I gotta pick myself up one. Just you can, same thing, you just remove a counter off the field and just pop a field. Alright, I was just reading that just to make sure I was getting that effect right. One Shining Elf, because you can make rank 2s, plus I just have extra space, so he might be a situational card. So, you got your Hierophant, level 7, you won't be using him too much. I'll tell you why, but again, he's in there just situational. Same thing with Empress. She's a little bit more difficult to get out. I was using a build that made her a little easier to get out, but she has a really good effect. She gains attack, and then you can pop monsters with her effect and rearrange to set up plays. I mean, I'm sure I could probably get her out one day, but yeah, she's just in there. You know, another situational. And then the good old Big Eye. He's good. He's really good. Rank 7, you get him out with 2 priestess. So yeah. Again, I'm missing. There's 2 sinkers that I do want. I'm actually looking probably pick up an armory arm too, because you can make just a bunch of different shenanigans. Alright, now to the side deck. I have myself 2 MSDs for any kind of stuff I might run into. We got 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. You got against your Dark Worlds, Gravekeepers. This card actually won me a duel against Gravekeepers today, so I will be keeping that in there. There's actually quite a few people at my locals that run that. I'm taking in 1 Macro. I'm not really sure how well this is going to work. I'm just going to find out. Again, I'm not really too sure, just trying out a few things, because there's no really solid build for this deck yet, so. 1 Light Imprisoning. There's a few people that play some light stuff. Light Sworns are still clinging around a little bit, so. 1 Royal Decree. I don't run a ton of traps. Good card in this deck. 1 Soul Drain against Lanteans, Medulces, just other stuff that activates in the graveyard. Cyber Dragon, again, to go with your Chimera tech that's in there. That's why he's in the side deck. Kaiku, he's good too. Just so your opponent can't remove anything. Against Chaos Dragons, he's just good. 1 Secret Village, against heroes, against Dark Worlds. It'll lock them down. They won't be able to do anything. It's just 2 smashings is kind of my little thing. So I don't have to face. If I see something I don't like and I'm seeing it a lot against an opponent, I will side these in. I got a Prohibition. Just random stuff. Start seeing an opponent's just annoying me with a certain card, I'll toss that in there. And then I'll system down against any kind of machine decks. Alright, please comment and rate. I like this build. It's very consistent. If you have any kind of comments, just please let me know. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.